And a good morning and welcome to Lake Shawnee, the Invista Softball Complex, Topeka, Kansas. Bruce Dierking checking in with high school softball action. And we've got baseball opposite our broadcast as Max Blasky made the trek to Manhattan with the Bulldog baseball team. It's the Bulldog ladies softball team taking the field here this morning in first round play of the Class 3A state tournament. USD 364 meets USD 363, Marysville facing top seed Holcomb in first round play. And we're about 10 minutes away from the start here this morning, or as close as we can guess. We don't always know the exact rotation of things in a state tournament game. In fact, the many volunteers here putting on the tournament are all new to the game themselves in first round play today. Our live continuing coverage this week, a service of our KNDY Sports Booster Club members. Of course, we appreciate their fine support throughout the seasons. Haven't had a state softball or baseball game for a number of years to my recollection. In fact, the girls last came to state in 2007, and the boys team, it was a lot further back than that, like an 18-year run since the state tournament. So quite a feat for the Marysville softball and baseball teams to be in the state tournament, along with Marysville golf, tennis, and the track teams, which will take the track at Cessna Stadium in Wichita this weekend. A fine year for sports, to say the very least. Our first chance to pick up a softball broadcast, so I hope I'm not too rusty around the edges. We'll come back, take a preview look at this morning's contest, and visit with MHS Lady Bulldog softball coach Bert Lord on our KNDY pregame.
Update your home today with a new look from Feldkamp's Furniture Mart. See their tremendous selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom sets and furniture, as well as bedding, accent pieces, appliances, and more. Financing options for any budget up to 24 months with no interest, as well as free delivery, making buying local easy. Shop Feldkamp's Furniture and Flooring in Marysville today. How would you like to have a steady job with a schedule that works for you and your family? You're in luck. Tension is hiring operators and adjusters at the Marysville plant. If you like to take things apart and put them back together again, if you enjoy being part of a team, if you're looking for flexible work with competitive pay and benefits, this could be a great match for you. Work for a company you know you can trust. Visit tension.com/careers to learn more and apply.
Well, if we will, rather unforgiving conditions out here. We don't have a press box inside. Don't always have that on the baseball and softball circuit. The breeze has picked up considerably since we arrived about an hour ago to our back, but bright sunshine overhead. We'll be in the 70-degree range here at first pitch coming up at 11 a.m. And a look at this Class 3A state tournament bracket. The first seed is Holcomb. They're undefeated, 25 starts this season, and face the number 8 seed, Marysville Lady Bulldogs, coming in at 16 and 11. In Game 2, 4 and 5 seeds square off with Silver Lake 22 and 2, Cheney 19 and 2. Then second seed, Osage City is 20 and 1. They'll face 7th seed Trinity Academy out of Wichita, 20 and 4. In the late game today, 3rd seed Frontenac is 25 and 2, facing Southeast of Saline, 22 and 3. It's a must-win in the first round to stay alive with the semifinals slated for tomorrow. Semifinal round games at 11 and 1 o'clock. If Marysville returns tomorrow, of course, we'll be back with the live broadcast. Consolation follows later in the day tomorrow, 3 o'clock on the Consolation and 5 o'clock for the championship from Topeka's Invista Softball Complex. Marysville Bulldogs return to state for the first time since 2017, finishing third that season, winning the Consolation. Holcomb comes in. This trip to state is just their second in program history. The other coming in 2021, when this year's senior class were freshmen, with 4 of this year's 5 seniors starting that season. Marysville and Holcomb, first meeting between these two teams this season, kicking off the Class 3A state softball tournaments. Now the non-start.
On the road in any season, Mike's OK Tire is offering up to $60 via reward card or virtual prepaid card after online submission on purchase of 4 or more new BF Goodrich passenger or light truck tires totaling $900 or more. Offer valid through May 30th. Contact Mike's OK Tire for full details and get up to $60 with the purchase of 4 or more new BF Goodrich passenger or light truck tires. BF Goodrich and Mike's OK Tire in Marysville. What are you building for?
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
310, sold 300. That's buyer 5-2.
Join now on the KNDY coaches interview with Marysville softball head coach Bert Lord. Bert, as you get ready for state action today, what can you take away from the run that your team had at regionals last week?
Oh, we really played pretty sound softball. We had excellent pitching all through the regional, great defense and timely hitting, which takes all three to get through a regional usually.
You guys go in as the 8th seed, but talk about just being able to hit a good run here late in the season.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. We know that, playing number 1 seed, but we'll be ready for it. I think the girls are anxious to play. We played a very tough league. We play a very tough schedule, and it'll be a challenge. But I hope and think we're up for it.
What are some motivating factors you're giving the girls this week getting ready for Thursday?
Well, a couple of things. I mean, you really got to, I told them from Thursday on after we won the regional, enjoy it and rejoice. You don't get the opportunity as a team to go to a lot of state tournaments. So enjoy that part of it in as many days as you can, and then we get prepared and ready to go for the state. I just want them to go down and play up to their best ability and give the 100% effort, which they always do, and let's see what happens.
And I had one more here for you, Bert, before I let you go. It is a team sport, and this time of year it takes a team to win. But who's either been playing real well or exceeded expectations for this season, or just improved, too, as the year has gone on?
Oh, probably we couldn't have gone where we have without Lindsey Dressman, our pitcher, our number 1 pitcher. We've got 3 pitchers, but she was our number 1 pitcher. She pitched the semis and the finals, and threw a no-hitter against Riley in the finals and a 3-hitter against Sabetha. So, and plus she hit the a game-winning home run against Riley. So she's done very well. But overall, I've had a bunch of girls. Trinity Hager's done well hitting-wise all year, and she's been our second pitcher. Grayson Ketter, Sarah Nemec's our leading hitter. Has been from the beginning of the year till now. Mm-hmm. She was our all-league third baseman returning from last year, and she's been outstanding. But as you said, we've got 15 girls going down there. All 15 have contributed some times throughout the season. And just because, 9 or 10 played in the regional doesn't mean that they're not all part of the team and very valuable part of the team.
Again, joined by Marysville softball head coach Bert Lord as the Lady Bulldogs get ready for a run at a state title.
Along with the new 2024 Chevy Silverado pickups, both 1,500 and 2,500 models, the Nordis Motor Company in Marysville has a pair of 2024 Chevy Equinox, the RS and LT packages, and a 2024 Chevy Blazer Premier. See it today and test drive at the Nordis Motor Company in Marysville.
After the storm, Cromie Lumber has everything you need to build it back. If the roof needs repair, build it back with quality shingles, including hail and wind-resistant styles, as well as metal roofing options. Let them help guide your best decision as to what's right for your home. Storms or not, is it time to update your home's windows and doors? Cromie Lumber can get a free estimate with whatever fits your needs. Increase energy efficiency, improve the looks, and make cleaning them easier. Glass and screen repair always available as well. Cromie Lumber has everything you need to build it back. Shop local. Shop Cromie Lumber, Marysville, and Washington.
And again, welcome back. The starting lineup for the Marysville Bulldogs. They will be the visitors and lower seed. Lindsey Dressman, a junior, is the pitcher. Batting second, Aubrey Dressman. She's a sophomore and a shortstop. Batting third, Trinity Hager, a junior. She's the first baseman. Sarah Nemec is a junior, batting number 4. She is third base. Grayson Ketter, a junior, in right field. Emma Harris, designated player, a senior. Paige Siemens, a junior, in left field. Emma Behrens, a sophomore, as catcher. Catherine Ketter, a senior, is center fielder. And Grace Turner, a junior, at second base. A senior, 6 juniors, and 2 sophomores for Marysville under head coach Bert Lord. For Holcomb, the leadoff batter is Emma Corneliuson, a senior. She's the third baseman. Brooklyn Denniston is a senior, batting second. She's the right fielder. Ryan Rodriguez, a senior, is the catcher, batting third. Starting pitcher is Corin Johnson, a senior, batting number 4. Ashlyn Wilson, the left fielder, is a sophomore. Emma Ruiz, a freshman, is first baseman. Liliana Pena is a senior at second base. Michaela Solvert's a sophomore at center field. And Morgan Buchholz, a freshman, is the shortstop. 5 seniors, 2 sophomores, and a pair of freshmen start for this Holcomb team. They are under head coach Jennifer Barrett. Marysville versus Holcomb, first round play, 3A state softball tournament. First pitch coming up.
If you're a driver over 50, it may be time to switch your auto insurance. The AARP Auto Insurance Program from the Hartford is now available through Copeland Insurance Agency in Marysville. Call today for your free, no-obligation quote. Learn more about special rates, benefits, and service designed especially for AARP members. Call the Copeland Insurance Agency at 619-6220. That's 619-6220. Certain policy features are subject to eligibility and may not be available in all states. Hartford Fire Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut.
Landall in Marysville is expanding and looking for career-minded individuals who want to work for a stable company that's been in business for 60 years. Currently hiring welders, painters, fabrication, truck driver, and maintenance positions. Experience preferred but not required. Competitive wages, merit increases, annual raises and promotions, $2 per hour shift differential for second and third shifts, and a 4% attendance bonus based off your gross weekly wage. Benefits include paid time off, paid holidays, profit-sharing bonus, comprehensive insurance plan with a $500 deductible, fuel allowance to drive to work, and more. Apply online today at Landall.com or contact 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability Welcome. Learn more and apply online at Landall.com today.
Lady Bulldogs softball live on KNDY Marysville, AM 1570, FM 94.1. Streaming on our website, KNDYradio.com, and on our free mobile app. Max Blasky is opposite our broadcast with Bulldog Baseball from Manhattan. That's live on our sister station, FM 95.5. Big thank you all season long to our KNDY Sports Booster Club members for their continued support. Righty Brooklyn Denniston on the mound. Warm-up pitch is complete. We'll face the starting Marysville lineup. Leadoff batter Lindsey Dressman. Aubrey Dressman is on deck. Trinity Hager in the hole. Softball action live on KNDY on a breezy, sun-splashed Thursday morning. And we are immediately behind home plate. I should have staggered my seating position and moved over to the right just a little bit because it's going to come straight down the middle. And all I see is the back of the umpire. First pitch is low and inside, ball 1 on Lindsey Dressman, leading off for this Marysville softball team, their first trip to state since 2017. A little bit high on that one, and 2 balls, no strikes. Dressman, a right-handed batter. Dennison with a wind. Caught the outside corner. Count goes 2-1. Wind drifting in from the south at around 10 miles an hour. 2-1 pitch. A little bit high. Goes 3-1. So Lindsey Dressman up in the count, the leadoff batter for Marysville. Denniston, the wind, and the pitch is taken. Little pop up to the shortstop. Right there to take it away for out number 1. Pop to Morgan Buchholz for Lindsey Dressman. 1 away, and that brings up shortstop Aubrey Dressman. Trinity Hager's on deck. Refamiliarize myself with the scoring and all that business. I haven't called softball or baseball for a while. Second batter is Aubrey Dressman. She takes the first pitch, and it's a short chopper on this third base line. Foul out of bounds for strike number 1. Artificial turf, all-weather field. That may be a bonus here with storms forecast overnight into Friday morning. 11 a.m. start for the first of two semifinals here in Topeka tomorrow. Long look at the catcher. Denniston with a wind, a swing and a miss, and Aubrey Dressman's down in the count, 2 strikes. Holcomb's undefeated, the number 1 seed. Their first trip back to state since 2021. Popped up to the safety net just overhead. And now when I say we're behind home plate, I mean 15 feet behind home plate. It's got a table set up in the backside here. There's some broadcasters to my next. And the 2-strike pitch. Strike 3, caught her looking. 2 up, 2 down for the Lady Bulldogs. Brings up the first baseman, Trinity Hager. Marysville trying to get something rolling here in the first inning. Hager steps in. Right-handed batter again. Denniston wind to the pitch. Strike. And the 1-strike pitch, swinging it is down to the count, 2 strikes. Again, the baseball actions on FM 95.5. If you're accustomed to tuning for Bulldog Sports, we had split up our ways here this week. 2-strike pitch, 2 away. Carter looking, pair of strikeouts for starting pitcher Brooklyn Denniston. Side retired in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left. Half an inning in the books. Marysville nothing. Holcomb coming up.
At RX Drugstore, the staff at your locally owned Health Mart Pharmacy is proud to support the Marysville and area communities. This is where they choose to live and work. It is important for them to get to know you, their customer, as they provide prescription, over-the-counter, and durable medical equipment services to meet your healthcare needs. They take pride in offering fast and friendly hometown service. RX Drugstore would like to thank you for keeping it local and appreciates your business. Stop in and see them in downtown Marysville today.
Papa Dave's Veggies are coming to the Farmers Market in Marysville Saturday mornings. Dave Bruna has some bedding plants still available at the greenhouse at 5th and Alston, and some early season garden produce is starting to come in and will include spinach, radish, strawberries, and more. Stop by the garden on North 6th or at the Marysville Farmers Market downtown Saturday mornings throughout the spring and summer months, or call Dave Bruna at 562-6341.
All right, quick shift to the open table to my right. I can better see the pitches coming across, not trying to look through the home plate umpire. Brutal conditions out here, absolutely. Lindsey Dressman on the mound, a right-handed pitcher from Marysville, will face the leadoff batter, Emma Corneliuson. Brooklyn Denniston is on deck. Rianne Rodriguez in the hole. First pitch is called strike 1. As Lindsey Dressman gets right to work. Marysville retired on a pop to the shortstop and a pair of strikeouts. Top of the first. Taken down the left field line. And Corneliuson got a nice bite on it. But it's foul out of bounds. And the count's 2 strikes. Corneliuson, Denniston, Rodriguez leading off the bottom of the first. For the home team on the scoreboard, Holcomb out of southwest Kansas. 2-strike pitch from Dressman is high, 1-2. Yeah, a lot better vantage point, 4 feet over. Evens the count 2-2. It's outside. Marysville came out of the regional with some close wins. They've won 5 straight. Pop foul. Over to our right side. The count remains 2-2. Lindsey Dressman wide, and the pitch is a base hit to pretty deep left field. It's going to be an extra base hit for Emma Corneliuson, rounding first and standing at second with a leadoff double in the bottom of the first inning. The seniors on board, one of 5 seniors on this team that were freshmen the last time Holcomb came to state. Runner at second for the right fielder, Brooklyn Denniston. Ryan Rodriguez is on deck. Dressman nods for the sign. First pitch is a strike. I already caught my first mistake of the day. I'll fess up and say Brooklyn Denniston was not the pitcher. Corin Johnson is the starting pitcher. Still learning the rotation here. Pop behind home plate for strike number 2.
Down.
2-strike pitch, just missed, blowing outside, and the count goes 1-2. Corneliuson, the runner at second. Denniston facing a 1-2 count. Strike 3, and Lindsey Dressman notches her first strikeout for the first out of the inning. That brings up Ryan Rodriguez, the catcher. Corin Johnson is on deck. One away with a runner at second. Rodriguez, a right-handed batter. Dressman's first pitch taken to deep left field. That's off the wall. Off the fence, if we will, as Corneliuson rounds third for run number 1. It's a stand-up double for Ryan Rodriguez. Pair of doubles out of these first 3 hitters for Holcomb, and they've scored an early run for a 1-0 advantage with one away here in the bottom of the first. Corin Johnson is the pitcher, the number 4 batter. She's a senior. Dressman's first pitch, called strike. 3 of their 5 seniors are in this top of the lineup, top third of the lineup. Swing and a miss, down in the count, 2 strikes. Dressman threw a no-hitter in the regional semifinals against Riley County and a 3-hit shutout of Sabetha in the regional finals. And gets the 2-strike pitch. Taken to the shortstop, with the first. Runner coming around third will score on an overthrow at home plate. They did not get the runner at first. Kind of waited to see on that. It was a very close throw, but maybe just a little bit shy. So Corin Johnson brings Ryan Rodriguez home for the second run. And we've got a runner at first with one away. Holcomb has first inning, 2-0 lead. Designated runner checking into the lineup is Lainey Buchholz. She's a sophomore. A little unfortunate for Marysville there. Short throw to first to get the out. They made the throw to home plate, but it was overthrown. An official timeout here. Holcomb 2, Marysville nothing. We're in the bottom of the first, just getting things started here this morning. Max Blasky's live with the baseball action for Manhattan. It's on FM 95.5. All of the games this week on air online and on our mobile app. Ashlyn Wilson is the left fielder. She's a sophomore. The number 5 batter in the Holcomb lineup. Pops it up into the safety net behind us. Johnson batted, and Buchholz is the runner over at first. Dressman with the pitch, swing and a miss. Down in the count, 2 strikes. So Lindsey Dressman with a strikeout has gone ahead of every batter so far. The doubles for Corneliuson and Johnson. A little lazy on that one. Count goes 1-2. One away here in the bottom of the first. Evens the count, low and inside. Couldn't have picked a better day for softball and baseball action. Absolutely perfect out here for the fans today. Little outside. The count goes 3-2. Full count on Wilson. Still a runner at first. One away in the inning. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Lindsey Dressman. Takes down Ashlyn Wilson for out number 2. And it brings up the first baseman, Emmy Ruiz. Liliana Pena is on deck if Ruiz can keep it alive. Buchholz, the pinch runner at first. High and outside, ball 1. Max and I talked this week. It's been a while with softball. We weren't sure who was doing which. As its softball moves really, really fast. Caught the corner, evens the count, 1-1. Lindsey Dressman, winding the pitch, is low and inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'm sorry, 2 balls and 1 strike. Winding the 2-1 pitch. Down the middle. Evens the count, 2-2. Pair of strikeouts for Lindsey Dressman. If she can take Emma Ruiz down and get out of the inning without any further damage done. But Holcomb jumps to a 2-0 lead. Down the left field line. It's going to stay fair by a matter of feet. Runner around second will stand up at third. It's a double for Emmy Ruiz. 3 doubles out of these first 6 hitters for Holcomb. And they've got runners at second and third with 2 away for the second baseman, Liliana Pena. Bottom third of the Holcomb lineup here in the bottom of the first. Pena steps in. Call it strike 1. Lindsey Dressman throwing strikes, has a pair of strikeouts in the inning, and a second strike here to get the jump on Pena. She is a senior. Two-strike pitch. Foul tip. Pena stays alive. Low, it's ball 1. Count goes 1-2. Dressman, a junior on the mound, which really isn't a mound here in softball. More of a baseball terminology. Wow, that one got away. Runners advance on a really, really unusual play. That ball came loose from Dressman and flipped back to the second baseman, who was caught a little off guard. The runners advance, and Johnson comes home to score on an overthrow at home plate. And Ruiz advances over to third. I guess when the ball goes backwards, that's a wild pitch, right? I don't know if I've seen that. Softball with the big wind, though, is a little different than baseball, which I'm more accustomed to. And the count 1-2. Even the count here with a high and outside pitch from Lindsey Dressman. I think she was a little rattled by all of that. Weren't we all? When the pitch goes backward instead of forward. Oops. 2-2 and a foul tip. Keeps Pena alive. 3-0 Holcomb lead here in the bottom of the first. Stringing 3 doubles and taking advantage of a couple of overthrows. Corner looking, down on strikes. A third strikeout for Lindsey Dressman, but she faces 7 batters and 3-run score for this Holcomb team as they take the early lead in this 3A state softball tournament. Holcomb 3, Marysville nothing, end of 1.
Every producer worth his salt knows you're paid to produce. Same in our business. As ag banking experts, we know how to help your operation be successful, how to grow your business, how to produce results. So when you need an ag banking specialist for any reason, talk to us. Like you. We're paid to produce. Citizen State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
Hey, farmers and ranchers, ready for planting season? Need a fuel buddy who's got your back? Kramer Oil is here for you. From Marysville to Jamestown, Longford, and everywhere in between, our 13 card lock locations keep you running smooth from sunup to sundown. Say goodbye to running on empty during planting. With Kramer Oil, you get reliable fuel services that fit just right with your farm's needs. Kramer Oil, powering your farm's success. Your go-to for fuel in Kansas and Nebraska.
Hop in, let's go to Honeyman Ford in Seneca, the best place to be.
Skip the drive. Come see us right here in Marysville, Kansas. At Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, you'll find the same honest sales experience backed by the same reliable service. With the same goals in mind, our Marysville location is sure to provide you with a satisfying vehicle experience. Find us on Facebook or stop in at 1122 Pony Express Highway today.
Have you driven a Honeyman Ford lately?
Third baseman Sarah Nemec, a junior, is leadoff batter, the number 4 hitter leading off the second inning for Marysville, with Grayson Ketter on deck. Emma Harry's in the hole. Nemec took it low and inside for ball 1. Here's the wind and a swing and a miss, evens the count, as Corin Johnson is on the mound for Holcomb. Missed that in the first quarter. I had Denniston out there for some odd reason. 3-0 Holcomb lead as we head into the second. 1-1 pitch is a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nemec, Ketter, Harries leading off the second for Marysville. Going down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Fly to the shortstop and a pair of strikeouts. 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss for a third strikeout for Johnson here this morning. Nemec for out number 1 brings up the right fielder junior Grayson Ketter. Emma Harries is on deck. Ketter's a right-handed batter. Right-handed pitcher with the pitch. Foul down the first base line. 16-11, Marysville, the 8th seed here in this 8-team field. Holcomb is undefeated in 25 starts. Ketter down in the count, 1 strike. Johnson the wind and the pitch. Foul tipped again, down 2 strikes. These teams from opposite corners of the great state of Kansas. Holcomb in the southwest, Marysville northeast. Meeting here at Lake Shawnee in our capital city of Topeka. Ketter down in the count, 2 strikes with 1 away. Johnson with a wind and the pitch. Foul tip. That's where we really start to trust the safety netting. Came right at us. The eye blinked. One away in the inning. 2-strike pitch. Johnson to Ketter. Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'm back to the wind. I don't think you hear a lot of it on my microphone, but pretty stiff south wind picking up now at 10 to 15 miles an hour. I expect it to continue today, maybe bring some storms in overnight. In the dirt. Evens to count 2-1. Corin Johnson has struck out 3 of 4 batters so far. Kenner down to the count 0-2. Now faces a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Ketter is down on strikes for out number 2. That'll bring up senior Emma Harris. Paige Siemens on deck if Harris can do something here. Marysville is struggling offensively to get out of the blocks here in the first round of the state tournament this morning. Harris, the number 6 batter in the lineup. First pitch from Johnson, called strike. And a wind, the 1-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Harris goes down on the count, 2 strikes. Emma Harris, the lone senior on this ball club for Marysville. Congratulations on her graduation. Popped up over the backstop. And the count remains 2 strikes. Yeah, as I watch another generation grow up and pass, time just goes by so much quickly. Class of 2024 have donned their caps and gowns, and they're off in the real world. Low, it's a ball. Count goes 1-2. Two out in the inning. Harris, the batter, takes the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. A 5th strikeout for Corin Johnson, facing 6 batters. And the inning is no runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 1.5 in the books in the 3A state softball tournament. Holcomb leading Marysville 3-0.
As the weather turns warm, it may be time to breathe new life into your outdoor space. Visit Hometown Lumber in Marysville or Axtell Lumber today to browse their wide selection of premium lawn fertilizers and insect repellents, grass seed, potting soil, and lawn tools to make the job easier. All the gardening essentials for whether you're a seasoned green thumb or a budding enthusiast, Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber have what you need to grow something beautiful this year.
Generations have relied on Kinsley's of Marysville, the Padden Funeral Chapel in Frankfort, Hanover Mortuary, Ward Funeral Homes of Lynn and Washington, and Landreth Axtell Funeral Home. You can continue to rely on the professional experience that they provide and the heartfelt concern that they offer each family that they serve. Caring concern in your family's time of need. Croc Family Insurance is here to help you find the right insurance products to protect what matters most to you. As an independent agency, they represent over 80 companies that allow options for the right products at the right cost. See Brian Croc today for home, auto, commercial coverage, and more. Call or stop by at 1119 Broadway, just west of the courthouse in Marysville. Find them online at crocfamilyinsurance.com. For complete coverage and a competitive quote, reach out to Croc Family Insurance in Marysville.
Wasting no time here. Michaela Tolbert is the center fielder, the number 8 batter, leading off the bottom of the second for Holcomb. And she takes a 1-strike pitch to the third baseman, flipping to first in time. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. A grounder to the third baseman. Sarah Nemec flipping over to Trinity Hager at first. 1 away, brings up the cleanup hitter, Morgan Buchholz. She's the soft shortstop. Foul hit to the Holcomb dugout. Freshman is down in the count, 1 strike. Three runs scored in the bottom of the first inning for Holcomb to take the lead. Swing and a miss. Tolbert's down in the count, 2 strikes. First lefty that Marysville starter Lindsey Dressman has faced here this morning. 2-strike pitch, fouled hip, stay alive. Well, they call that an out. Oh, I don't take his word for it. Out number 2. I'm not sure how to score it, but we're back to the top of the lineup. Emma Corneliuson was their leadoff batter. And a double, wound up scoring their first run. Takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. Corneliuson, Rodriguez, and Buchholz running for Johnson. Scored in the first. 2 out in the inning. Dressman's pitch. Lazy swing, evens the count. Oh, no, hit the batter. Corneliuson hit by the pitch, advances to first. Runner on with 2 away for the right fielder, Brooklyn Denniston. She struck out her first at bat. Pair of strikeouts for Lindsey Dressman in that first inning. Bert Lord's got a question of the official and some unusual calls. He might be arguing that it hit bat before it hit the batter. But the official has the final say on that. We're going to leave it there. Runner at first. And a swing and a miss. Denniston down in the count, 1 strike. Ryan Rodriguez on deck if Denniston keeps it alive. 1 strike pitch from Dressman. Evens the count, 1-1. Trying to get a baseball score for you here. I'll check my phone in a minute. Feel like I'm an octopus trying to manage about 8 things here at once. Clearly out of practice. Swing and a miss, and the count goes 1-2. See if Lindsey Dressman can take Denniston down for a second time and get out of the inning. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes for a second time today is Brooklyn Denniston for out number 3. In the inning, no runs, no hits. Batter was hit by a pitch and is stranded. And after 2 complete in the state softball tournament, Holcomb leads Marysville 3-0.
Always happy with your 5-star customer service. Your staff was super friendly and easy to work with.
Quick, helpful, responsive. Thank you. I'm so happy to be a Blue Valley customer.
Blue Valley is awesome.
Blue Valley employees are always helpful, kind, and efficient.
At Blue Valley Technologies, we appreciate all our customers. Thank you for entrusting us to keep you connected.
Have you ever wondered what sets Sunflower Community Credit Union apart from the rest? It's the power of ownership. When you join Sunflower Community Credit Union, you're not just a customer. You're a member and an owner. Sunflower Community Credit Union is a member-owned, nonprofit financial institution that places our members' needs as our top priority. We're here to help you grow your savings, manage your finances, and achieve your dreams. Visit Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville, where ownership matters.
And the leadoff batter for Marysville is the left fielder, junior Paige Siemens. Emma Barron's on deck, Catherine Ketter in the hole. Leading off the top of the 3rd inning for Marysville, trailing Holcomb 3-0. 3 runs first inning for Holcomb. And a first pitch caught the inside corner, strike 1. Goran Johnson has struck out 5 of 6 Marysville batters so far. And up in the count, 1 strike. Even the count here with a low pitch, 1-1. Siemens, Barons, Ketter here in the top of the 3rd for Marysville. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Line in the 1-2 pitch is a strikeout, the 6th so far in the ball game for Corin Johnson for out number 1. Brings up the catcher, sophomore Emma Behrens. Catherine Ketter is on deck. Getting some crazy interference here on my phone. Let's see if I can move it up there. Johnson first pitch is called strike one. Trying to manage my paperwork from blowing away. The sun blocks my cell phone, which controls about everything. One strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Down in the count, 2 strikes. Too many moving parts for this old broadcaster. Holcomb 3, Marysville nothing. Still trying to shake a score out of Manhattan on this baseball game. Marysville's on FM 95.5 with Max Blasky this morning. Swing and a miss. So here's the cleanup batter, Catherine Ketter, the center fielder. Corin Johnson has struck out all but one Marysville batter so far. That was Lindsey Dressman who popped to short. First pitch is ball one, high and outside. Grace Turner waiting in the wings. Ketter's pitch got away. And it's 2 balls, no strikes. Maybe one of the first times all day a Marysville batter's been ahead of Corin Johnson. Two balls, make it 3. Good eye for Catherine Ketter. Patient at home plate. Right-handed batter. Trying to salvage something here with 2 away. Johnson, the wind and the pitch. Grounder to the second baseman. Flipped to first in time. Side retired. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 2.5 in the books from the 3A State Softball Tournament. Holcomb leading Marysville 3-0.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Turnkey custom home builds with Inline Construction make the home building process as easy as you approving final decisions. From start to finish, let Inline tackle site preparation, foundation, framing, and finish inside and out. Lots are available at Hartley Ridge in North Marysville, or they can build on your site. Call today and get started with Inline Construction.
Ride into summer savings with Crown Over Auto Sales in Marysville. A full selection ready to cruise in style. Be the envy of the neighborhood with your new ride setting in the driveway. Open 7 days a week with new arrivals daily. Visit crownoverautosales.com or stop by today and hit the road in style.
Number 3 batter, Ryan Rodriguez. The catcher leads off the bottom of the third with Holcomb leading Marysville 3-0 here in the state softball tournament. First round play. Dressman's 1-0 pitch is foul tipped, evens to count 1-1. Rodriguez doubled, scored Holcomb's second run back in the first. Wind in the 1-1 pitch is a swing and a miss. Pretty good crowd of fans. Holcomb brought quite a few from way down in the southwest corner of Kansas. Good number of Marysville folks made the trek. Foul tip down the third base line. That on a busy Thursday as the baseball teams in Manhattan had to split forces there. And Jerome Tang and company with the K-State Catbackers come to Marysville. They'll be there till 1 o'clock at the Landau Lanes in Marysville today. That is open to the public. Swing and a miss for Rodriguez. Nope, she caught a piece of it. Caught a piece of it. Stays alive, 1-2. Johnson is the on-deck batter. Wilson in the hole. Foul tipped again. This one high in the air. Out of play on the left field line. Three doubles. And a batter hit by a pitch. Allowed those 3 runs back in the first. Foul tipped again right in front of us to keep the count at 1-2. Rodriguez in the box for what seems like an eternity. Fouled on the third base line. She's had, half a dozen foul tips? Leadoff batter facing Dressman here in the bottom of the third. Lindsay with a pitch. It's a swing and a miss, and Rodriguez is down on strikes. At last, got the strikeout. A 5th for Lindsey Dressman. Brings Corin Johnson, the pitcher, to the plate. She had a base hit, scored her first at bat. Called strike 1 here. Holcomb leading Marysville. 3-0 count. High, got away. Evens the count 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. On Corin Johnson. Pitcher to pitcher. Foul tip down the first base line. One away here in the top of the third, or bottom of the third, I should say. Swing and a miss. Johnson goes down on strikes for out number 2. For the left fielder, sophomore Ashlyn Wilson. Amy Ruiz on deck if Wilson can do something here. Swing and a miss. Lindsey Dressman struck out the last 3 batters she's faced. 2 in this inning. Wilson struck out her first at bat. Caught the corner, 2 strikes to count. Wilson was backing away from the plate, thinking it was outside. Dressman can close the inning here. Low and inside. Count goes 1-2. Top and bottom seeds, first of 4 games here in Topeka. High evens the count, 2-2. Winners back tomorrow at 11. 11-1 on the semifinal round games tomorrow. The loser ends their season. Popped up. Too shallow left center field. It's going to drop in past the center fielder. Catherine Ketter out there. As Wilson advances to second. Runner on board with 2 away in the inning for the first baseman, Emmy Ruiz. Liliana Pena is on deck. Well, center fielder, left fielder both had that within range. They lost it in the sun. First pitch popped down the first base line. Tags the runner at first. Side retired, no damage done. In the inning, no runs. I don't know how we're going to score that a hit. I guess we do. I don't score errors very well. We'll call it a hit. No errors, but we did strand a runner. 3 complete here in this 3A state softball tournament. First round from Topeka. Holcomb leading Marysville 3-0.
Farmers, farmers. They're the lifeblood of America. The men and women who tackle the toughest jobs to put clothes on our backs and food on our tables. They might do it quietly, but their genuine values and tireless work ethic are an inspiration to us all. Some might say farming is a thankless occupation, so that's why we're taking the time to say thanks. Farm Bureau Financial Services, protecting what matters most.
Patrick Booty in Marysville is your local agent with Marshall County Farm Bureau Insurance and Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Lindsey Dressman, leadoff batter. Aubrey Dressman, Trinity Hager. Top of the fourth already as Marysville trails Holcomb 3-0. Johnson on the mound. Wind in the first pitch is low and outside. Ball one. Johnson 24-0 set state records for career victories 83 and career strikeouts with 903. Had a half dozen or more here today to that count. Dressman up. Evens the count here 1-1 as Johnson catches the outside corner. Top of the Marysville lineup. Scoreless yet here in the ball game. 3 complete in the books. Called strike 2. And Dressman's down in the count 1-2. Popped up to the shortstop first at bat. Johnson wasting little time. High, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Johnson, almost like a quarterback out there, has on her left forearm some sort of a play indicator or pitch indicator. She'll glance at that. Then the wind and the 2-2 pitch. It's full count. High, ball 3. 5-0. Trinity Academy leads Marysville in the baseball action over at Manhattan. That's live on FM 95.5. Walked the runner at first base on balls, and Marysville leads off with their first runner on the base paths here this morning. Dressman takes a walk. Aubrey Dressman checks in at the plate. Trinity Hager is on deck. Aubrey struck out her first at bat. I'm going to have a pinch runner in here.
Now, pinch running, number 2, Chloe Detmore.
Chloe Detmore is the pinch runner for Dressman. No chance for Marysville to make some noise here. Got a runner on the base paths, so that's a start. Lindsey Dressman hitting .384 on the season. Drew the base on balls. Johnson, a first pitch to Aubrey. Foul tip. Strike number 1. The number 1, the number 8 seeds in the first of 4 games here in Topeka today. Aubrey takes the 0-1 pitch. Might have showed bunt there. It comes off the end of the bat. Goes down in the count 2 strikes. 7 strikeouts for Johnson so far today. And Aubrey's down in the count 2 strikes. Popped up, straight up in the air. Over second base, taken by the shortstop for out number 1. 1 on, 1 away for the first baseman, junior Trinity Hager. Serenemics on deck. Detmore, the pinch runner, over at first. With 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Hager struck out her first at bat. Johnson's line, and the pitch is a strike. Hager's hitting .361, 15 RBIs, 2 homers. The junior, right-handed batter, takes the one-strike pitch, a swing and a miss. Three Holcomb runs in the first inning on 3 extra base hits, doubles. Johnson's line, pitches outside, the count goes 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Johnson to Hager, a swing and a miss. Her second strikeout. That's out number 2. Leaves Dedamore over at first as a pinch runner. Here's Sarah Nemec, a junior. Nemec batting .388, 3 home runs, 29 RBIs. She struck out her first at bat, leading off the second inning. Righty versus righty, and hit by the pitch. Nemec is on board. Base on balls and a batter hit by a pitch. So we got runners at first and second for the right fielder Grayson Ketter, and Harries is on deck. Two out in the inning, but Marysville's got 2 runners on board. There's Ketter, .326 batter this season. Low, it's ball 1. Ketter with 25 RBIs. Little conference on the mound as starting pitcher Corin Johnson's running into a little rough patch here. Likely they'll stay with her. Again, 24 wins and 24 starts this season. And a most impressive 83 career victories. But like all of a sudden, she's kind of changed her rhythm and not been as commanding. Runners at first and second for Ketter, awaiting the return of Holcomb catcher Ryan Rodriguez. And now the officials back. We're set for a 1-0 pitch. Called strike, evens the count, 1-1. Ketter was in no hurry to take a fat one. One pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Johnson's ERA, get this, .29. They've had quite a season, 25-0. High, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count, 2 on board, 2 away. Ketter's at the plate. Swing and a miss. Ketter's down on strikes for a second time. Side retired. No damage done. No runs. No hits. Stranded a pair of runners. Base on balls. Batter hit by a pitch. 3.5 in the books here at the state softball tournament as Holcomb leads Marysville 3-0.
Freeze CPA in Marysville has built a heritage of trust and reliability with your accounting, tax, and business advisory needs through the years. Certified public accountant Marcus Freeze, with over 25 years of experience, and his staff continue that tradition of outstanding service to you, the customer, each and every day. Freeze CPA, downtown Marysville.
It doesn't matter if it cuts a wide or narrow path. If your farm is in that path, a hail or windstorm will damage 2 things, your crop and your bottom line, in a matter of minutes. With already tight margins, take the stress out of seeing those clouds roll in and that thunder rumbling by adding Crop Hail to your coverage now. Crop Hail is a very affordable and simple way to extend your risk protection plan. The rates are great this year, so call Tammy at Alliance Insurance today, 785-562-2393 to quote hail, wind, and extra harvest expense. And thank you, farmers, for all you do.
At Reflections, you will find a treasure trove of items and gifts backed by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Shop your Hallmark Gold Crown store for the biggest selection in greeting cards, Christmas ornaments, gift wrap, home decor, and gift ideas for all your celebration and personal needs. In addition, Reflections offers custom framing services and specialized Black Squirrel products, along with your favorite K-State and KU fan gear. Shop Reflections in downtown Marysville today.
First pitch from Lindsey Dressman. Low is ball one on Lillian Pena leading off the fourth. And a little bunt halfway up to the pitcher. Flipped to first in time. One away. Pena went short. Tried to get the bunt. Great job by Lindsey Dressman flipping over to Trinity Hager at first for out number one. Grounder goes 1-3 and brings up the center fielder, Michaela Tolbert. Tolbert grounded out to third, her first at bat. Swing and a miss here, strike one. Morgan Buchholz is on deck. It's the bottom third of the Holcomb lineup. With 3 runs across in the bottom of the first inning for a 3-0 lead, heading here to the bottom of the fourth. Chopper to Lindsey Dressman, who flips to Hager at first. Another one goes 1-3. On out number 2, bringing up the shortstop, Morgan Buchholz. Emma Corneliuson is on deck. Buchholz hitting .500 among 6 Longhorns, hitting better than .400. Morgan Buchholz, the only left-handed batter in the lineup. Swinging a miss, big swing, kind of a low ball. Down in the count, 1 strike. 5-0, Marysville trails Trinity Academy in the baseball game over at Manhattan. They're going to the third. Swing and a miss, 2 strikes. Buchholz was out her first at bat on that unusual call. I scored a strikeout, but it came off the bat. There's a swing and a miss. That is a strikeout for out number 3. Side retired in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left on. After 4 complete, the state softball tournament, Holcomb holds the lead on Marysville, 3-0.
There is a difference. Oh, what a difference.
We've helped a lot of families own their own home. We have several options available in mortgage loans. If you're thinking of building or buying a new home, come in and see us. We're an equal housing lender. First Commerce Bank. Experience the difference. Member FDIC.
There is a difference.
No 2 farms are alike, and at Blue Valley Insurance, we understand that. That's why you'll get farm insurance coverage tailored just for you. We look at your individual situation and help you figure out the coverages that make the most sense for your farm, all at an affordable price. No matter what you grow or how big or small your farm, we can help. Your roots are in farming. Ours are in protecting you. Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville.
For reliable trash pickup and roll-off service, call on Temps Disposal. Containers sized to meet your needs for residential, commercial, and construction jobs. Always prompt and professional, Temps Disposal serves Marshall, Washington, and Gage counties. Let them go to work for you. If it's their weekly collection schedule or one-time pickups for construction, moving, or cleanup, Temps Disposal in Marysville is a phone call away at 785-562-5360.
Emma Harry is even in the count, 1-1. Corin Johnson back on the mound. The starting pitcher for Holcomb ran into a little bit of trouble there in that last inning, but no damage done. Still a 3-0 Holcomb lead. Foul hit by Harry's on the first baseline, and the count goes 1-2. Shaylee Veering, a senior, checks in for Catherine Ketter from Marysville. Johnson. A 1-2 pitch. Just missed the outside corner, evens the count 2-2. Harry, Siemens, and Behrens. They're in the top of the fifth already. Two pitch. High, full count. For Marysville's lone senior starter. Second senior Shaylee Veering checks in. Three-two pitch. Caught her. Yep, caught her looking. Second guessed myself there, trying to guess what the official was going to call. 10th strikeout for Johnson. Harries is out. One away for Paige Siemens, the right fielder. Emma Behrens is on deck. Siemens struck out her first at bat. In the third is a swing and a miss. Corin Johnson back with her dominating style. Foul tip down in the count, 2 strikes. Had 10 strikeouts here, 913 career strikeouts for Corin Johnson. Siemens down in the count. Foul tip to stay alive. Bottom third of the Marysville order here in the 5th inning. Two-strike pitch from the right-hander to the pitcher for out number 2. Siemens is out. Emma Behrens the batter with 2 away. Behrens struck out her first at bat. She's a sophomore. And the first pitch from Corin Johnson. Swing and a miss. Marysville close to wrapping up their second time batting through. One strike pitch. Got it. Low, but a strike 2. Shaylee Veering's waiting in the on-deck circle. Checked in for Ketter. Outside goes 1-2. Not a hit yet for Marysville today. They've stranded 3 runners. This one is to the third baseman. Right into the mitt of Emma Corneliuson. Over on the corner at third for out number 3. Side retired in order. Again, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left. After 4.5, Marysville trails Holcomb in the state softball tournament 3-0.
Napa know-how.
Locally owned, locally operated, your Napa Parts store in Marysville offers Napa Parts and accessories, plus the tools, equipment, and supplies you need to get every job done right the first time. The right tools at the right price, plus Napa know-how. From your locally owned and locally operated Napa Parts store in Marysville, Enan's Automotive.
Napa know-how.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent John Bannister can help you get to a better state. He'll talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it. From cost to coverage, see John Bannister, 1022 Broadway in Marysville today, and get to a better state.
Now, Marysville on the short side, softball and baseball. They are the number 8 seeds, the bottom seeds in both tournaments. Marysville girls trail here 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Marysville boys trail Trinity Academy 5-0. They're in the 3rd. Here's the leadoff batter, Top of the order, Emma Corneliuson hits her second base hit. This one is a single going to left field. Corneliuson scored their first run in a 3-run bottom of the first inning. And the senior is on board at first as Brooklyn Denniston is the batter. She struck out twice. Lindsey Dressman's pitch, chopper down the third baseline, ruled foul. Diane Rodriguez is on deck. Top third of the Holcomb batting order as they hold that 3-run lead. Low and outside evens the count 1-1. Six strikeouts for Lindsey Dressman on the morning. This one goes low and outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Our midday news block will be an abbreviated version with the state tournament play here today. We'll join it in progress following this. Foul tip evens the count 2-2. Of course, you can catch our evening news block at 5 for national, state, local news, and a whole lot more. Denniston, the 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. And Lindsey Dressman struck out 7. First out in the inning, runner on with 1 away. For the catcher, Ryan Rodriguez, Thorne Johnson is on deck. Rodriguez, base hit and a strikeout. This one to high right field is hauled out by Grayson Ketter for out number 2. Fly to right for Rodriguez. She's 1 for 2. Corin Johnson, 1 for 2 at bat with 2 away and still a runner at first. That's Corneliuson. Johnson drove in a run, scored herself. Takes this one low, ball 1. Dressman, the wind and the pitch, foul tipped. Evens the count 1-1. Holcomb, an undefeated season, beat Colby in the regionals 8-1, beat Cimarron Ingalls 4-3. That one went 9 innings. Grounder for a base hit all the way out to shallow center field. Lightning strike past the mound. And Johnson gets her second hit in the ball game, advancing Corneliuson. Runners at first and second. Buchholz comes in as a pinch runner for Johnson again. 2 on, 2 away for Ashland Wilson. She struck out, reached, was stranded her last at bat. I think we go 7 in softball. I haven't done softball for a long time. In fact, it might have been 2007, the last time Marysville went to state tournament. I think that was over in Manhattan. Or 2017, I'm sorry, 2017. Wasn't that far back. 7 years. First pitch is a strike on Wilson. Again, struck out her first at bat. Low evens the count, 1-1. We're at the Invista Sports Complex. It's down on the southeast side of Topeka, right off Lake Shawnee. Beautiful setting, beautiful facility. Swing and a miss, count goes 1-2. It's an all-weather artificial turf field, part of a complex of softball diamonds out here. And they can also play baseball. Foul over the backstop. Count goes 1-2. Teams all across Kansas going into state tournament play, softball and baseball today. Has a lot of fans out on the highways and byways. Foul, this one down the left field line. Count remains 1-2. And all these fans crisscrossing Kansas for action on the Diamonds. And we'll add some tracksters heading to Wichita as Friday, Saturday's state track and field meet. And Marysville has a host of contestants there. Wilson down on strikes for a second time this morning. Out number 3, and they strand a pair of runners. No runs. 1 hit. Nope, 2 hits. 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on. 5 complete here in the 3A state softball tournament. Holcomb leads Marysville 3-0.
When you rollers send for Schroller.
For complete body repair, see Jeff at Schroller Collision Center. A family business for several generations, let Jeff and his quality crew help you with your auto needs. Schroller Collision Center, 701 Carolina, 562-3546.
Papa Dave's Veggies are coming to the Farmers Market in Marysville Saturday mornings. Dave Bruna has some bedding plants still available at the greenhouse at 5th and Alston, and some early season garden produce is starting to come in and will include spinach, radish, strawberries, and more. Stop by the garden on North 6th or at the Marysville's Farmers Market downtown Saturday mornings throughout the spring and summer months, or call Dave Bruna at 562-6341.
And the KGO veteran Bert Lord passing by gave us a nod as he heads over to greet the Holcomb coaches. We head to the 6th inning here. Marysville trailing Holcomb 3-0 as Shaylee Veering, her first at bat, is a left-handed batter versus Corin Johnson. And it is bumped foul down the third base line. Veering checks in for Catherine Ketter. Tail end of the Marysville lineup, still scoreless in this ball game. Marysville baseball team scoreless, trailing Trinity Academy 6-0. They have 3 innings complete. Check on a pitch that goes low and outside, evens the count 1-1. And Bert Lord has been literally with Marysville since sports began. Little bunt down the third base line. Nicely put. The runner is out at first. Shaylee Veering laid it down just as well as you could, but Emma Corneliuson finds Jenny Ruiz corner to corner for out number 1. Couldn't have laid it any more perfectly. So a bunt, ground out. And there's one away. Back to the top of the order, Lindsay Dressman, her third at bat. Pitcher to pitcher, here's the line. Outside, ball 1. Talked about Bert Lord. He was his first year teaching 4th grade at Central Elementary when I was in Ursel Fest 6th grade class right next door. Let's go back to the mid-1970s. Foul on the first base line right past Bert Lord. He has been a coach in, I think, every sport at Marysville. I exaggerate some. Longtime assistant coach at many levels. Was for several years the athletic director, coached the high school basketball team, and is one of those all-around great Bulldogs, Bert Lord. Foul tip, count goes 1-2. I can't go anywhere in Kansas and say I'm from Marysville, I do sports, and they don't mention Bert Lord. Quite a player in his own right. 1-2 the count on Lindsay Dressman with 1 away. Here in the top of the 6th. Low and outside, evens the count. Aubrey Dressman is on deck. Lindsay drew a base on balls, was stranded her last at bat. Inside, count goes full 3-2. Corin Johnson struck out 7 of the first 8 batters she's faced. Thrown a few more pitches as the game has progressed. To the third baseman, can't handle it. Lindsay Dressman is on board. That was 2. Emma Corneliuson mishandled it there at third. And we'll have a runner on with one away for Aubrey Dressman. Trinity Hager is on deck. Lindsey Dressman took the full count pitch. They're going to send a pinch runner in her place. Dedamore ran for her earlier. I assume that's the rotation here. One on, one away. Aubrey Dressman struck out. Popped up to the shortstop. 0 for 2. And a swing and a miss here. One strike pitch. Third batter in the inning. Down the left field line. I was going to say foul, then it kind of hung in the wind. That south wind tried to keep it fair, but not by a couple of feet. Down in the count, 2 strikes. Marysville, a 16-5 win over ACCHS. They came in the second seed in the regionals, then beat Riley County 3-0 and knocked off top seed Sabetha 1-0 to win the regional and advance. 2-strike pitch. Well, strike 3 is a 12 strikeout for Corin Johnson and a second out this inning. Dedamore, the pinch runner over at first for Trinity Hager, who struck out twice so far today, comes to bat with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Hager, a junior among a big junior class for Marysville, 6 juniors. So they're going to return all but 1 starter next year. Look for big things coming off this run to the state tournament. 16-11 mark. Swing and a miss down in the count, 2 strikes. Johnson fires fast and hard. Dedamore still over at second, but there's 2 away. And 2 strikes to count. Pop foul. Stays alive. Marysville scoreless, hasn't threatened yet in the ball game. They've stranded 3. Hager down in the count, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Side retired in the inning. No runs, no hits. There was an error. And 1 left on. After 5.5, the state softball tournament, Marysville trailing Holcomb 3-0.
KK and Bussing, certified public accountants in Marysville and now in Seneca, are qualified and available to assist you with all of your income tax and accounting needs. Stop by and visit Ken Kickafer, Kent Bussing, or their staff of certified public accountants and paraprofessionals. For prompt and friendly service, contact Kickafer and Bussing at their 2 locations, 1100 Broadway in Marysville at 562-2100 or 508 Main Street in Seneca at 336-2400 to set up an appointment. Kickafer and Bussing, where quality begins.
Get ready to roll into another season and save big on reliable New Holland Workmaster and Boomer compact tractors. From KNDY, get 0% financing for up to 84 months. With either model, you'll enjoy efficient power and an easy-to-operate package that lets you tame a weekend full of jobs. Roll into KNDY in Marysville for all the details. Offer ends June 30th.
For commercial use only, customer participation subject to credit qualification and CNH Industrial Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply. Down payment may be required.
Emma Ruiz is the leadoff batter, a freshman, the first baseman. Lillian Pena's on deck. Michaela Tolbert in the hole, facing Lindsey Dressman here in the bottom of the 6th. Watches this one high and outside for ball 1. 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning for Holcomb. That's the lead, 3-0, going here to the bottom of the 6th. Ruiz takes it fouled on the first base line. Big thank you to our sponsors, our KNDY Sports Booster Club members, for all of their fine support. Gave our Sports Booster Club scholarship to Silas Miller. He's going to run down at Kansas State on a D1 scholarship among 16 nominees out of this great senior class of 2024. Blowing inside, evens to count 1-1. Although among that senior class, just one starting for this softball team. One pitch from Dressman, foul tip, goes 1-2. Mason Rader, Eli Sedlacek went to the state golf tournament. Let's see, Blake Spicer, Titus Wassam, and one other went to the state tennis tournament. I can't even give you the whole list for the state track meet this weekend. Watched ball two balls and 2 strikes. The leadoff batter, Emma Ruiz. Base on balls, they had a 2-2 count on the board. Little hesitation there. Yep, base on balls, just with the wrong count on the scoreboard. So the leadoff batter's on board for the second baseman, Liliana Pena. Michaela Tolbert's on deck. Pena struck out and grounded out. She's 0 for 2. We'll go 7 innings, so Marysville's got one more chance at bat to keep the season alive. Low goes 1-1. I don't trust the scoreboard anymore. Pena among 5 senior starters on this Holcomb team. Little chopper down the third baseline, not very much. Flip to first in time, but advances the runner. Pena's out on a little bunt, just went a few feet. Sarah Nemick was right there to flip over to Trinity Hager for out number 1. Ruiz advances. She's the runner at second with 1 away. For the center fielder, Michaela Tolbert, Morgan Buchholz is on deck. Tolbert grounded out twice. Lindsay's first pitch is a swing and a miss. Holcomb's damage was all done in the bottom of the first inning, as 3 of their first 4 batters scored. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. Dressman showing good command on the mound. Threw a no-hitter in the regional semifinals against Riley County. 3-hit shutout of Sabetha. That was the 1-0 win in the championship. Here's strike number 3 for out number 2. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Morgan Buchholz. Emma Corneliuson is on deck. Ruiz remains at second. She drew a base on balls. Buchholz is that left-handed batter. Fouls the first pitch. Strike number 1. Half a dozen hits off Lindsay Dressman. 3 of those in that 3-run first inning. Buchholz stays in the box. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. Two strike, 2-out pitch. Buchholz goes down on strikes for a 3rd time here this morning for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. 6 complete in the state softball tournament. Holcomb leading Marysville 3-0.
Have you ever wondered what sets Sunflower Community Credit Union apart from the rest? It's the power of ownership. When you join Sunflower Community Credit Union, you're not just a customer. You're a member and an owner. Sunflower Community Credit Union is a member-owned, nonprofit financial institution that places our members' needs as our top priority. We're here to help you grow your savings, manage your finances, and achieve your dreams. Visit Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville, where ownership matters.
The supplies you choose when replacing or rebuilding after a storm matter just as much as who you call to do the job. Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber carry the highest quality building materials when you need them. From shingles to storm doors, roofing and siding, paint and lawn to finish the job, and always ready for pickup. Save time, save money, save worry after the storm. From start to finish, all in one stop. Visit Hometown Lumber in Marysville or Axtell Lumber today.
Bulldog boys, the baseball team, scored. They're trailing Trinity Academy 6-3. They're in the bottom of the fourth inning over at Manhattan. Trinity Academy 6, Marysville 3 in the bottom of the fourth. Sarah Nimitz, the leadoff batter for Marysville in the top of the seventh, and she is down one strike on a swing and a miss. Nimitz struck out, reached, was hit by a pitch, and stranded back in the fourth inning. 388 batter. Foul tip. Count goes 2 strikes. You could hear the aluminum bleachers behind me. That's where it went. In the danger zone here. Grayson Ketter, Emma Harries will also bat here in the top of the seventh. Marysville has to score some runs. They want to come back in this ball game. Swing and a miss. Nimitz is down on strikes. There's one away. Puts Holcomb 2 outs away from a win in this first round. They would advance to play 11 o'clock tomorrow. That'll be the winner in the 11 o'clock match tomorrow. Versus 4-5 seed winner, Silver Lake or Cheney. Those two teams will square off in game number 2 here today. Foul tip down the left field line. Later, 2nd seed Osage City, 7th seed Trinity Academy out of Wichita, and the 3 seed Frontenac and number 6 southeast of Saline in the late game. Marysville can come back. We'll sure come back tomorrow. Finish things out. Semis at 11-1, consolation at 3, championship at 5. Swing and a miss for Grayson Ketter, goes down into count 2 strikes. Lady Bulldogs scoreless yet in the ball game. Holcomb would like to finish things out and stay perfect on the season. Going outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Warren Johnson with a 1-2 pitch, foul tipped. Count stays. Again, if you're tuning in, the Catbackers are hosting Jerome Tang and Company. I think they're out there till 1 o'clock at Landau Lanes. You're welcome to stop by. Catbackers love to see you. Swing and a miss. Ketter is down on strikes, and Marysville's down to 1 out. Holcomb 1 out away from staying perfect on the season and staying the night in Topeka. As Emma Harries comes to bat, she struck out twice. Paige Siemens waiting if Harries can do something. Foul tip right back at us. Covering softball is a very personal, intimate thing when you're right behind home plate on a folding table and outside in the elements. Swing and a miss, down in the count, 2 strikes. Starter Corin Johnson is 1 strike away from her 25th win this season. And an 84th career victory. 2-strike pitch to Emma Harries. Pop to shallow right field. The right fielder's got it for game. Brooklyn Denniston brings it in for out number 3. Side retired. That is the ball game. As Holcomb stays perfect in 25 starts this season, ending Marysville's campaign 16-12. Bert Lord and his team can hold their heads high. They played a tough regional. They were the 2nd seed, knocked off top seed Sabetha in a 1-0 win to advance. Strung together 5 straight wins to come into the state tournament, their first trip since 2017. And the players and coaches passing by each other as Holcomb prevails 3-0 on a 3-run first inning Holcomb advances to face the 4-5 seed winner Silver Lake or Cheney tomorrow. Semifinals at 11 a.m.
Hop in, let's go to Honeyman Ford in Seneca, the best place to be.
Skip the drive. Come see us right here in Marysville, Kansas. At Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, you'll find the same honest sales experience backed by the same reliable service. With the same goals in mind, our Marysville location is sure to provide you with a satisfying vehicle experience. Find us on Facebook or stop in at 1122 Pony Express Highway today.
Have you driven a Honeyman Ford lately?
Hey, farmers and ranchers, ready for planting season? Need a fuel buddy who's got your back? Kramer Oil is here for you. From Marysville to Jamestown, Longford, and everywhere in between, our 13 card lock locations keep you running smooth from sunup to sundown. Say goodbye to running on empty during planting. With Kramer Oil, you get reliable fuel services that fit just right with your farm's needs. Kramer Oil, powering your farm's success. Your go-to for fuel in Kansas and Nebraska.
Just like our area athletes work each day in practice to perform at their best in the big game, the staff at Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, work daily to provide the best parts and service experience when you need it most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. We know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one. Bruna Implement Company, since 1947.
Anyone can sell you soybean seed. Channel Seedsmen place product to perform. With Channel XtendFlex soybeans and Channel Roundup Ready 2 Xtend soybeans, you'll get the superior weed control you want and the high yield potential you need. Make the most of next season with the Roundup Ready Xtend crop system and expert recommendations from Channel Seedsmen. Ask a seedsman in your area for recommendations for your fields. Check with your state pesticide regulatory agency for specific restrictions in your state. Always read and follow pesticide label directions.
With United Bank and Trust online banking, you have access to your hometown bank 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year at ubankonline.com. You can view account balances, access statements, and transfer money between your UBT accounts. You can also view account activity, pay bills, and even make loan payments without being limited by banking hours. Simply visit ubankonline.com to learn more. Online banking with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You've depended on KNDY Radio to get all your local news, weather, and sports updates. Now you can depend on KNDYradio.com as well, where you can find everything you've heard, missed, and more. Let KNDY keep you informed when severe weather strikes, and listen to your area high school football and basketball broadcasts even if you're miles away from home with our Listen Live feature. You can also look to KNDYradio.com for school closings when the weather's rough. Make KNDYradio.com your number one source for everything local and so much more.
3-0 the final as Holcomb, the top seed, remains undefeated, coming back tomorrow 11 a.m. to face Silver Lake or Cheney. Osage City takes on Trinity Academy later today, and Frontenac meets southeast of Saline in this 8-team field. 8th seed Marysville bows out, finishing their season at 16-12, giving up 3 runs in the first inning. After that, Holcomb didn't score, but the leadoff batter, Emma Corneliuson, she had a double to lead off. Then Brooklyn Denniston struck out. There was 1 on, 1 away. Brianne Rodriguez doubled. That brought Corneliuson home. Corin Johnson, the pitcher, she had a base hit. She would score that 3rd run, and that's where it stayed. Holcomb 3, Marysville nothing. 3 runs on 6 hits, a pair of errors, and 6 left on. Lindsey Dressman went the distance for Marysville, struck out 11 unofficially. Meanwhile, for Marysville, they did not score a run, did not get a base hit. I don't have an error on Holcomb. 4 left on base. 3-0 the final. Holcomb defeats Marysville. Big thank you to our KNDY Sports Booster Club members. Couldn't have done it all season long without their help during football, basketball, and here we are in postseason softball and baseball as Max Blasky calls the rest of that baseball game. Trinity Academy leads Marysville 12-3 in the top of the 5th inning. So Marysville on the short side in baseball over at Manhattan, but still a chance to come back, trailing 12-3 against the number 1 seed there. It's live on KNDY FM 95.5 if you want to make the switch. Of course, online at KNDYradio.com and on our mobile app. And if you haven't noticed, our mobile apps are now consolidated. You can have one app, any of our stations. Neat stuff. Thanks to you, Derek Nestor. And thanks to our studio engineer, Stacy Mayer. Glad to have you back. Allison Dierking checked in as insurance for us this morning. You don't want to lose a state baseball game, state softball game, when you get a chance to call these. Bruce Dierking saying thanks to Max Blasky for covering the other side on high school baseball as well. Catbackers are still up at Landau Lanes if you want to head up there. I know they'll probably have the game on at Landau Lanes. I think they're there until 1 or 1:30 today. Jerome Tang and some of the K-State folks are up in town on the Catbackers tour today. Guess that's going to sign us off and end our 23-24 campaign. Best of luck to the Tracksters in the state track and field meet at Wichita this weekend for Marysville and all of the area teams. I'll leave you with a thank you for tuning in. We'll join you again this fall for high school football live on KNDY.
At your service 24/7, on air, online, and on our mobile app. News, weather, sports, and more. Yours from KNDY.